The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too, as they get ready. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Portland, Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Covington in at the power forward position. And it's Irving missing. Jones looking for an opening. Powell kicks to Lillard. Fires the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Lillard against Harden. Count it. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Lillard with the bucket.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
And here's Harden. Jordan, the pass to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Lillard with no one around. Lillard again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What a play.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. That one doesn't go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Irving against Powell. The kick out to Aldridge. Harden right side. Jordan trying to free himself up. Count that bucket. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Nurkic in the post, guarded by Harden. Hits, got that one from Nurkic.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Outside Irving. Right side Aldridge. Harris against Jones. Tries from 7. Harris no good. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The shot by Powell no good. Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Jordan dishes to Aldridge. On its way from Irving for two. Portland grabs the miss.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
That ties the game.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And it's sent back by Lillard. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell for three. It's hauled in by Brown.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. Little comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Passes to Little. Tries from 10. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Brown the pass to Claxton. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's McCollum. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Anthony kicks to Little. Back to Anthony. Here's the floater. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Oh, Griffin in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And they're moving it up. They need this. Anthony's shot is off. Nets leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Claxton. Tries again. And the layup falls. Claxton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the night here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Little. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson's checked in. Covington passes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
1:39 left in the first half of the game. And it's Johnson penetrating. Can't cash in from close range. It's stolen by Johnson. Bobbed up there for Green. Back to Johnson. With a floater. That shot no good. Nice D from Lillard. Pass to McCollum. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Griffin leading the charge. Another miss by Johnson. Trailblazers trail by 4. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Canner. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
46 seconds left to play in the first half. Johnson with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That one's not going to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Cantor kicks to Giles. McCollum finds Lillard. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. The pass to Griffin. Shoots over Covington. Tries again. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And a close game. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Luwawu is out there with Jordan. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harden in at the 2. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage. Getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding. Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Lillard looking around. Back to Giles. Jordan with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Basket counts.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Lillard against Johnson. Canner, high post. To the paint. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Jordan. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harden, that's good.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
It's Covington on the wing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Oh, Griffin in position. Stolen by Cantor. And here we go with Giles running it up the court over Jordan. And it's Giles missing. Nets leading by 5. Here's Luwawu. No good with the triple. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Covington with the bucket.
And I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's got 12. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Lillard the pass to Covington. Harden against Jones. Here's Giles. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 3 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Jones, no luck.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Jones the pass to Lillard. And his offense just hasn't been there.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
30 seconds left in the third. Lillard against Johnson. Lillard outside. Pass to Giants. Clock at 4. Harden right side. Takes a 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Brooklyn leading by 9. They've got Derek Jones. Anthony is out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Irving from long range. He can't get that one.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Irving looking for an opening. He feeds it to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Aldridge has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Lillard attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Passes it to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Lillard with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. 5
straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Such a wide open look. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And plenty of contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D. That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Now Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 8. Anthony kicks to Powell. We've got 1:28 left in the game. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
It's Harden with the drive. Aldridge up on top. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Derek Jones comes in for Little. And it's Damian Lillard in for McCollum. And a change for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And here's Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Lillard from deep three-point land. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Harden with it. Two free throws coming up, and the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. Now here's Giannis. Clock at 6. To the inside, Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Finished off the break. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
Here's Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Here's Harris. Aldridge trying to break free. Harris, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harris passes to Aldridge. Right side, Jordan. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. Inside, here's Harris, kicks it out to Harden. And the rejection by Giannis. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. The kick out to Lopez. The 3. And Irving pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jordan can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Holiday. Passes it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Harden. Harris outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. It's all knotted up.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Holiday attacking. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis. That shot off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Aldridge kicks to Irving. From the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Giannis with it, picked up by Harris. For three, Middleton. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
Harden against Holiday. Jordan the pass to Irving. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Harden. To halt the run, he lays it in. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Giannis outside. Misses from close range. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top, up by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Green is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. Pass to Tucker. Brooklyn with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The shot's good from Irving.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton, covered by Irving. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Harden outside. Luwawu the pass to Harden. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. Claxton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Claxton's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Forbes. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Johnson. The Nets with the lead. And here we go. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Portis. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Shakes him. And Forbes has it in the corner. Pass to Tucker from deep. Offensive rebound. Portis kicks it to Tucker. The tray. And another shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the pass to Claxton. Johnson outside. Just 4 to shoot.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Nice move. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Wow, Blake Griffin giving you all the highlights right here. His jams igniting both the crowd and his teammates.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. And Tucker has it in the corner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Forbes. Drills the three-pointer. Forbes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Brown outside. Back to Johnson. Pulls up on the wing. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
That one goes in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Johnson surveying the floor. Oh, Griffin in position, and the officials call a traveling violation. So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Brown, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Johnson. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. For Milwaukee, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Luwawu. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
9 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Holiday. 1 second left. And the layup is up and in. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
And all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. To the paint. Back to DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Nets.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but they can't pass it up, and he can't knock it down.
Harden can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Holiday against Harden. He can't get it to go. And Milwaukee the other way now.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And a wide open look for Irving. And the Nets miss again.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Knocks it loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. DiVincenzo banked in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Harden trying to get open as Lopez. Here's Jordan outside for Griffin. Harris inside the line. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Up and in on the layup. Holiday's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Here's Griffin. Feeds it to Harris. Left side Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Harden scanning the floor. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Harden outside. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Middleton outside. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Jeff Green is checked in for Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for James Harden. Green passes to Claxton. Lays it up off the glass. Claxton's got 6 points.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 14. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Irving. Aldridge out there with Green. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Here's Luwawu. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Holiday left side. There's the dish to Tucker. The kick out to Holiday. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Nets trail by 15. Here's Claxton. Shoots over Portis. Claxton no good. And it's the Bucks on the break. From deep. Rebound Brooklyn. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Holiday the pass to Forbes. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Portis, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Down low, passes to Claxton. Back to Aldridge. Shoots over Tucker. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Claxton with the bucket.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Portis in the post. Aldridge is covering. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 13-point game. Here's Claxton. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Portis. Stolen away. And even 3-on-3 break. Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. With the putback. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks leading by 11. Here's Tucker. Green with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And it's good for 2.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from James Harden. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now Giannis. Middleton outside. From deep three-point range. Here's Antetokounmpo. Swiped away. There's the feed to Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. There's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Giannis with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here is Forbes. On the wing, Giannis. Guarded by Jordan. Here's Lopez. And so the Bucks take the win. This was all right, David. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Short, and nothing tips off a broadcast like...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. The shake, and it's sent back by Lillard. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Covington with the bucket. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch. That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
Here's Jones. Now the pass to Powell. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Covington's shot is off. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's DiVincenzo. Portland grabs the miss. On the wing, Jones. Defended by Middleton. Lopez with the steal. Here's DiVincenzo. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Steps back and fires. Portland no good that time either.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And really deep through that time.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Lillard from outside. The putback. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Poked away. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Milwaukee the rebound. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lillard with no one around. Misses the 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. Now here's McCollum. Over Holiday. And the basket by McCollum.
Love the offensive game of McCollum. He can score from anywhere on the court.
Holiday looking over the floor. That one rolling around and rims out. Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Covington. Kicks to Powell. 43 seconds left to play in the first. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good from outside. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Giannis. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Nurkic kicks to Powell. Back to Nurkic. At the top of the key, Powell. 18 feet out. The shot misses. Holiday with the three. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Before the game,
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Simons. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Cantor's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. Pass to Portis. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's McCollum on the wing. The pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Anthony's shot is off. Bucks trail by 4. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Offensive rebound.
Oh, man, such a hard worker on the glass. Tucker's energy is very impressive. A true junkyard dog.
McCollum with the ball. 5 points in the game. Good, nice job down low. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Offline with his 3.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him. Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. Still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. To the wing on the left. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Here's Portis. Rebounded by McCollum.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Now Cantor. Passes it to Anthony. Now the dish to Cantor. Clock at 4. High post try. Cantor. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Tucker dishes to Forbes. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. For the three. Again, McCollum missing. Bucks trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Drops in the layup for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton. No good on the 3. Oh, and he got it to fall. No. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Holiday. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 10. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lillard, the pass to Jones. He kicks it to Powell. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Holiday. He goes up again. Hits it down to Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lillard misses.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway. Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Here is Lillard.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Lillard looking around. Keeps it alive. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Dishes to Jones. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Nurkic. They could use a bucket. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Lillard after Drew Holiday's score. Over Holiday. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 6.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Giannis passes to Lopez. Giannis inside. Defended by Covington. And the rebound by Nurkic. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. Lillard again missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. To the paint. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Covington sends it back. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Powell. Back to Nurkic. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Trailblazers out in front. Up 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The putback. It's good on the putback. Portis has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Milwaukee.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
And now with all the momentum on this side here late, you got to think they've got the upper hand.
McCollum's got a 55% field goal percentage on the night. He's 6 of 11. Here is Forbes. Portis in the post. Over Little. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Nasir Little picks one up.
Now, whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Trailblazers shooting reasonably well, 45%. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Little passes to McCollum. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the D.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis. Crafty move, and Portis throws it down.
positioning. You risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
McCollum outside. To the inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Lillard against Holiday. The feed to Giannis.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. He doesn't get the second one.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
The open shot, Lillard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 8 points for Damian Lillard.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
I didn't think they'd be able to come all the way back. This game's had a little bit of everything.
Here's Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Good D by Holiday.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside Holiday. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's great to see Lillard working on his defense. A part of his game that he's going to tighten up on.
Misses the wing three. Covington finds Nurkic. And here's Jones. Lillard, right side. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Holiday dishes to Middleton and stolen by Lillard. Powell, the pass to Jones, goes straight through the and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Powell, no one around him. No good on the triple. Here's Giannis. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nurkic. Money!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. They grab their own miss. The shot off that time. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Harris in at the 3. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Powell kicks to Lillard. And the 3 ball is good. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Harden, that's good.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. That shot wide open. Lillard's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Irving. Ring shot on the way. Aldridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard against Harden.
I'm open right here.
It's Jones on the wing. And that'll be 2. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Great positioning on the putback.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. And he gets it to go. Jordan's got 6.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Harden against Lillard. He kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And Jones has it in the corner. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here is Lillard. Can they get it? Second shot opportunity. Nurkic misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Luwawu subbed in for Harris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now, here's Green over Anthony. And it's Green missing.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets leading by 7. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. McCollum up top over Claxton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
For the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for Powell, and it's Little in for Anthony Simons.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Kanter against Green. Anthony, the pass to Kanter. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. 4 on the clock. The 3 from McCollum. Drills it from outside.
And no stranger to tough shots. A hand in his face, not a problem. McCollum, he's in his bag.
Now, here is Irving. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Launches it. And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 6. Tipped away. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got 5 points so far.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's McCollum. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruise. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Luwawu, Harden out there with Irving, then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Here's Simons, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 11 feet away, Kanter. Rebounded by the Nets.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Simons. Out to Anthony. Inside. Here's Cantor. Banked in off the glass.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Harden, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Harris outside. Aldridge up on top. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 3 to shoot, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn. And stolen by Harris. One-on-one here. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Portland grabs the miss. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the second quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum and the Trailblazers. Another 3.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick and roll option.
Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game. And there's the big time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Anthony taking his time here. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Here's Nurkic. Nice D from Aldridge. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And Griffin sends it back.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
It's his first trip to the line. And both free throws good for Covington.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Harris outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Here's Aldridge. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Elbow shot is on the way. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Griffin can't get it to go in. That shot missing. So we've reached the end of the first half of... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the floor for Portland, Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. And it's Nurkic in its center, locking down the middle. Harris looking it over. Aldridge finds Harden. Back to Aldridge. Clock at 6. Harden outside. Shoots over Lillard. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Covington. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Harden. On the wing, Harris. Irving against Powell. Outside Irving. Unloads from 9. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Aldridge has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Pass to Powell. Lillard on top, guarded by Harden. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Pass to Irving. Lets it go with a 3. They get it back. The kick out to Aldridge. Outside Irving. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Irving's got his first bucket of the night. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 14. Takes it out to Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Giles checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. That free throw missing.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Beyond the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers trail by 14. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the basket by Lillard.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Here's Chiosa. No points in the game yet for him. Harris outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Now, Nurkic. Jones kicks to Giles. Jones. It's good on the putback. Jones has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Chiozza. 2 points. That one goes. Chiozza's got his first basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Giles, guarded by Harris. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Giles. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in, and so he hits both. Here's Irving. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Green. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard with it. He's got 10. And there's the pass to Cantor. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here is Lillard. From deep. A shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Defensively. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nets leading by 14. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5. Back to Harden. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 16.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
McCollum dishes to Jones. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Irving passes to Harden. Harris outside. A three ball. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by Anthony, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Irving can't hit.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Great open look there. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Harris outside. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's McCollum. The dish to Little. Outside, Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Irving. To the middle. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Jones. Back to Anthony. Kicks it out to Jones. No good there. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Portland also making some changes. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. Irving against Powell. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. No good from Irving. Trailblazers trail by 13. From deep. They get it back.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? McCollum against Harden. Dishes to Jordan. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. He gets it in there. And the Nets lead by 13. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Little, and Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Irving looking over the floor. The kick out to Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Here's Lillard. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Brooklyn.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for James Harden.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Chioza. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Nets. He can't hit that time. Powell, the pass to Giles. That's a 2 from Lillard. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to beat. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Aldridge out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score. From deep. And James Harden hits from deep.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Down low. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got 5.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Gets a hand on it, and Harden on the follow. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Harden against Holiday. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Back to Holiday. The 9-footer's on the mark. Holiday's got his 2nd basket.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Nobody near Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Giannis throws it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here is Irving. Harris outside. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. Harden's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Irving for 3. The rebound by Middleton.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he could not. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here is Forbes following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And the rejection by Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Tucker the pass to Portis. Back to Tucker from downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Green against Portis. Pass to Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Green, no luck. The Bucks trail. Portis drives in. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. No good from Luwawu. Fast break, Milwaukee. Stolen by Harden. And they're pushing it up. Finished off the break. Irving's got 6.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered closely. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. On up the court. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. He's got 9.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And earlier we checked.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And Griffin sends it back. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Nets making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. Forbes the pass to Portis. And that one drops.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now Harden, 9 points in the game so far. Harris outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now, here's Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Connaughton passes to Portis. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Free throw good. James Harden. Bucks trail by 7. Here is Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Three-pointer. But they recover it. And stolen by Jordan. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside Holiday. 1:44 left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Harden with it. He's got 12. On the wing, Harris. He dishes it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Harden against Holiday. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point blank range. Can't happen.
Now here is Harris. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
34 seconds left now here in the second. Holiday looking over the floor. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden the pass to Jordan. 15 seconds left in the first half. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Jordan with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Clock at 6. Aldridge. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, if you're going to foul Aldridge, you've got to make it a hard one because you don't want to give him the and one chance.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Aldridge. Here's Holiday. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Yet again, we're seeing the offensive brilliance of James Harden, able to see openings develop before they...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Shutting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Harden, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 4. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And the net shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Irving. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 10.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Back to Middleton. Passes it to Giannis. From deep three-point range, James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the lob for Harris. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing he can find his teammates too.
90 seconds now into the second half. Harris against Middleton. Harris kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Inside. And the rejection by Giannis. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Harden. Kicks it to Jordan. Outside Irving. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo for the tie, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
Portis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And the Nets making a change here as well. Chioza's checked in. The 3. But they get it back. And again, no good by Brooklyn. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. 1:21 left to play here in the third. To the middle. Here's Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Portis. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Jordan. Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Griffin dishes to Aldridge. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
Aldridge has a nice methodical way about his game that makes him extremely reliable down low. He's a smooth operator in the post.
Here's Holiday. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Chioza. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Aldridge's shot is good.
So effective in these screen and roll situations. Aldridge excels at taking what the defense gives him.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Floats it up for Giannis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The kick out to Irving. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got 12.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you? Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out in front, up 1. And we'll return shortly. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Timeout called, the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
They've got Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Tucker with the ball. Griffin's there. The pass to Nwora. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that? The flush from Harris. People forget this guy is 6'6", and he's got a little burst and bounce, too.
Nwora, the pass to Portis. Shakes him, and Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Harden outside. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yet another hard shot that Harden makes look easy. Amazing at measuring the floating jumper.
Nwora, that's good. Nwora's got his first points of the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
That shot by Griffin, no good. Well, the Bucks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. A rebound by the Bucks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 1-point game. Here's Claxton. Lopez covering. Here's Harden. Up again. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Middleton outside. That one a little long. One-on-one fast break. Here's Claxton. Lopez covering. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Back to DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's LaMarcus Aldridge in for Blake Griffin. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. To take the lead.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set in build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu's checked in. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
And Brook Lopez, a little bigger and more of an offensive player, than his brother Robin. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Harden against Holiday. And he banks in the layup.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden against Middleton. Step back shot. And no good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. The kick out to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here is DiVincenzo. From downtown, Jordan with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A pull-up. Got it.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Holiday. Down low. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green in for Luwawu.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Harden. And Holiday, here we go. Lopez. The shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous... The drama will It's NBA basketball on and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Back to McCollum, three-pointer. The rebound by Holiday. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lillard with it. To the paint. Fires from the wing. Out to the wing. Pass to Powell. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here is Lillard. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Giannis outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee, leading by 5. Holiday finds Middleton, and the shot is good. Middleton's got 5 now. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Well, McCollum just catching the defense asleep right there. I don't know why you would be. CJ's such a devastating scorer.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 3. Covington dishes to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. They get it again. Covington kicks to Powell. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Giannis. The pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Lillard way outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bucks leading by 3. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Lillard. A putback. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Passes it to Middleton. Lopez outside. Back to Giannis. Lopez inside. Kick out to Giannis. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so grounded despite all of his individuals.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a tough place.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Portland shooting their first free throws here tonight.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Forbes. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Here's Simons. Inside. No good. That would have tied it. Here's Connaughton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And so he makes both from the line. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Forbes. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Simons. Here's Cantor. Here's Anthony. At the tip. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first 2 points of the night.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Back to Forbes. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Plenty of space. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Out to Anthony. Goes back up. They get the rebound. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Little. He's checked in for Anthony Simons. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Outside Anthony. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Here's McCollum. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Now, McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
Outside Holiday. Tucker finds DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Well, Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
Knocked away. Stolen by Tucker. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Little. DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Trailblazers trail by 4. Now McCollum kicks it to Jones. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Middleton. He shoots again. Second chance shot past the DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 6.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Back to McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. He has 6.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
That one misses. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Powell. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Pope loose. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. That's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bucks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Portis drives in, and Portis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And Portland with another turnover here. And the Bucks making a change here. Tucker's checked in. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Damian Lillard.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Here's Holiday, and Covington sends it back. Portis finds Holiday. Portis in the post. Covington's there. Portis can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Simons the pass to Lillard. No good on that one. So Milwaukee, they'll take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. It's good. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
To the middle, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lillard scanning the floor. 1:15 left in the third quarter of the game. Cantor kicks to Lillard. On the money with the open jumper. Lillard's got 14.
Just so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
Down low, stolen by Cantor. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And he hits it to tie the game up. 8 points for him.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Lillard outside. And the layup falls. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Forbes. Up again. It's good on the putback. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break.
Come get it, come get it.
Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside, sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
And Cantor drops them both. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Milwaukee on top, leading by 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Bucks shooting at 50% in a decent group. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Lillard attacking. And that one drops for him. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum left side. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Stolen by Cantor. To the middle. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ballgame.
Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
To take the lead. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Lillard. Cantor's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. He doesn't hit that one. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Taken away by Anthony. Outside, Jones. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. McCollum with the ball. Lets it go from 11. Good as the jump shot falls. And now it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
And the pass to Connaughton. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Collin passes to Lillard. Lopez with the block. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
So it's the Bucks now. The Bucks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. A shot block by Giannis.
Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Holiday's checked in. Cullen passes to Lillard. It's good!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Middleton on the wing, defended by Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Outside Holiday, and stolen by Lillard. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And stolen by DiVincenzo.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 1. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Enes Kanter.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.